That's how you know.
Taking no loss, we be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust, big dog to leash. Where's the love in the streets? Got my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, they hit it heavy.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Cincinnati. This one fielded at the 5.
The Falcons take over first down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
That 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. They'll look to throw. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action here on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Reese. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Back to throw. Collins. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. 31 yards on the punt there. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down. That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further. As they get him down well short of the line to gain, they'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Collins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Collins. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On 2nd down now, it's Reese. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, 7-0. Audia's. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Collins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ward. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Collins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders, and intercepted. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And this one incomplete. Oh, a dangerous throw. Nearly picked off in the end zone, but instead second down. Now a give, right side. Reese. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Finding space at the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But all the guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing is Collins on first down. One more time for Ward here, and he's got it again. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Reese. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Rees. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Back to throw. Collins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's Dillon on the slant. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Rees on the ground. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Collins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
On second down, it's Reese.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Collins on third down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
On first down, Reese. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And they'll run again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Short of the goal line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
On third down, it's Reese. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it.
They'll try and run for it. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Now for the point after. And it's 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rees. And this will be a Falcons first down as good running gets them to about the 44. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run the counter. It's Rees, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago. And we're right back where we started at halftime. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Up the middle they go. Rees, absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
That one covers 29 yards, first down. Looking to throw. Collins. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd down now, it's Reese, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Collins now to throw on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left-sided, it's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Collins. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Collins on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Back to throw again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Rees, but that's not going to help the cause as he stops short of the 10. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Rees, and he is going to have the 1st down as he gets this up to his own 11.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. He's back to throw, and that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Falcons 31, Bengals.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want them.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. On second down, it's Reese, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Collins to throw on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and defensively that might just seal a week 1 victory. And they'll indeed take a knee. A little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it.